All right, so welcome everyone to another deep dive.
Yes, welcome.
Today we're going deep into the world of American AI.
That's right. As it stands right now, March 2025.
Exactly. And our main source material here is going to be this really fascinating report from University 365.
Yeah, USA AI landscape in March 2025. Pretty comprehensive stuff.
Really, so think of this deep dive as your like cheat sheet to what's happening right now, all the major developments, the trends, the breakthroughs, the investments.
Yeah, it's not just about the tech itself, though, right? We'll also be looking at the government policies, the economic
Right,
impacts.
the societal impacts, the whole picnic.
Exactly, what it all means, really, and why it matters, particularly to you, the listener.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in. Why don't we
Let's do it.
I think, a good place to start is to kind of set the stage, right? We need to take a quick look back.
A little bit of historical context.
Yeah, just to see how we got to where we are.
Right. I mean, the roots of AI in the US, they actually go pretty far back, mid 20th century. We're talking the 1950s.
Right. I mean, that's when people like Claude Shannon at MIT
Oh, yeah, Shannon, a
were
legend.
doing that like foundational work.
Laying the groundwork,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like think about it, those first attempts to get machines to even think, things like playing chess.
Yeah, or basic problem solving. It's amazing how far we've come.
And it's all built on those like early building blocks.
It really is. And I think the report, it highlights this event, the Dartmouth Workshop in 1956, as like a real turning point.
It's like the official birth of AI as a field, right?
Yeah, like a coming together of the minds, solidifying it as a distinct area of study.
Right, and it's been evolving ever since, but it's not just been a straight line, has it?
No, not at all. There have been these huge paradigm shifts along the way.
Like for a long time, it was all about those rule-based systems, right?
Yeah, very explicit programming, step-by-step instructions.
Like if this, then that kind of logic.
Exactly, but then things really started to change in the last decade or so with machine learning.
And then more recently, deep learning, which is a whole other level, really.
Right, these approaches, they let AI systems learn from tons of data, like mountains of data.
Right, and that allows them to do these incredibly complex tasks, things we never thought possible.
Yeah, like generating realistic images, writing human quality text, composing music.
The creativity aspect is mind-blowing.
It really is, and I think the report pinpoints 2017 as a particularly pivotal year.
Why is that?
That's when the transformer architecture came out. It was a real game changer.
So that's what really fueled this whole generative AI revolution, right?
Exactly, the one we're smack dab in the middle of right now.
And it's showing no signs of slowing down, is it?
No, in fact, it's accelerating, which brings us to the current landscape, March 2025.
Right, so what are some of the key breakthroughs the report is highlighting?
Well, just last month, February 2025, OpenAI unveiled GPT 4.5.
Oh yeah, the latest and greatest.
It's not just a minor upgrade, though. It's a big leap forward in natural language processing.
Like how so?
It's way better at understanding nuances, like the subtleties of language.
So it's not just spitting out generic responses anymore, it's actually reasoning, it's making connections.
Exactly. It's getting closer to that human level understanding of context.
Wow, and then there's OpenAI's Sora, right? Which is just, mind-blowing.
Text to video, I mean, who would have thought?
You type in a description and it creates a video, a realistic video.
It's like something out of science fiction,
And then there's the O1 model.
which is all about advanced reasoning, like taking that logical thinking to the next level.
It's like these AI systems are developing a deeper understanding of the world, how things work.
And how to solve problems, complex problems.
Right, it's not just about pattern recognition anymore.
No, it's about actual understanding and problem solving.
And it's not just limited to one type of data either, is it?
No, that's the really exciting part, this whole trend towards multimodal generative AI.
So it's not just text, it's not just images, it's everything all at once.
Yeah, it's like AI is becoming fluent in multiple languages, but instead of languages, it's data types.
So give me some examples, like how is this playing out in the real world?
Well, imagine personalized video ads that change in real time based on what you're watching.
So it's like interactive advertising tailored specifically to you.
Exactly. Or think about a team of architects and engineers collaborating on a 3D building design.
And they're all using different input methods, right? Some are talking, some are sketching, some are typing.
And the AI is seamlessly integrating all of that input in real time to create a unified model.
It's like this incredible synergy between human creativity and AI capability.
Exactly. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more happening.
Like what?
Well, the report talks a lot about digital twins, which are becoming increasingly important.
Digital twins. I've heard of that, but I'm not entirely sure what it means.
So imagine a virtual replica of something physical, like a machine, a factory, even an entire city.
It's like a digital mirror image.
In a way, yes, but it's more than just a static image. It's dynamic. It's constantly updating with real-world data.
So if something changes in the real world, the digital twin changes too.
Exactly, and that's where AI comes in. It analyzes all that data to provide insights and predictions.
So give me an example, like how is this being used?
Well, let's say you have a piece of machinery in a factory.
Right, like a big industrial robot or something.
Sure, so you create a digital twin of that machine.
And you feel it data from sensors, right? Like temperature, pressure, vibration.
Exactly, and the AI, it analyzes all those signals in real time
So it can predict when the machine might break down.
before it actually happens, so you can do preventative maintenance, avoid costly downtime.
That's incredible. So it's like moving from reactive to proactive.
Exactly, and you can use digital twins for all sorts of things, optimizing workflows in a factory.
Or simulating traffic patterns in a city to plan better infrastructure.
Exactly, the possibilities are pretty vast.
And it's not just big companies who can benefit from this, right? The report talks about the democratization of AI.
That's a key trend, absolutely, and it's largely driven by these low-code, no-code platforms.
So what does that mean, low code, no code?
Basically, it means you don't need to be a coding whiz to build AI applications.
So like drag and drop interfaces, visual tools, things like that.
Exactly. So even small businesses, entrepreneurs, even individuals can leverage the power of AI.
That's amazing. So it's really lowering the barrier to entry, making AI accessible to everyone.
And that's leading to a huge wave of innovation. People are finding all sorts of creative ways to use AI.
And to make it even more powerful, there's this thing called edge computing, right?
That's right. Edge computing is all about bringing the processing power closer to the data.
So instead of sending all the data to the cloud, you process it locally.
Exactly. So imagine a drone inspecting power lines. With edge computing, it can analyze the images in real time.
Right, so it can spot damage or defects instantly without having to wait for the data to go back and forth.
And it's the same with autonomous vehicles. They need to make split-second decisions.
So edge computing is crucial for anything that requires real-time responsiveness.
Absolutely. It's a key enabler for a lot of AI applications.
Okay, so we've got all this incredible technology, but what about the government? How are they approaching all this?
Well, there have been some big policy shifts recently, starting in January 2025 with the new administration.
Right, the report mentions the rescinding of Executive Order 42110, which was all about data sharing.
Yeah, companies were previously required to share certain AI-related data with the government
But that's been reversed.
and replaced with Executive Order 14179, which has a very different focus.
So what's the focus now?
Global dominance, basically.
Wow, so the U.S. is really serious about maintaining its leadership in AI?
Absolutely. It's seen as a strategic imperative.
And it's not just talk, right? There's this massive initiative called the Stargate Project,
Yeah, this is a huge deal, a $500 billion private investment over 4 years.
dedicated to building AI infrastructure, right?
Exactly. New data centers, specialized hardware, all geared towards advancing AI capabilities.
That's a huge commission. It shows how much they believe in the potential of AI.
And it's not just about the computing power, there's also the energy aspect to consider.
Right, these AI systems, they use a ton of energy.
And so Executive Order 44156 is all about ensuring the U.S. has the energy resources to support this AI boom.
So they're really creating a whole ecosystem, right? From the policy level to the infrastructure level.
It's a multi-pronged approach, and it's pretty clear that the U.S. is going all in on AI.
So with all this happening, how are we actually using AI? Like, how is it impacting everyday life?
Well, the report says the U.S. is not only a leader in AI development, but also in its adoption.
So we're not just creating the technology, we're actually using it.
Exactly, and in 2025, a significant portion of new AI users globally were Americans.
Wow, so it's really becoming mainstream, isn't it?
Absolutely, and the report talks about the rise of super users.
People who rely on AI for pretty much everything.
Yeah, they're constantly using AI tools. They're becoming very proficient with them.
And it's not just individuals, right? It's businesses as well.
Every sector is being impacted, from manufacturing to healthcare to retail.
So give me some examples, like how are companies actually using AI in their day-to-day operations?
Well, we're seeing AI being used for real-time quality control on factory floors.
So like cameras and sensors that can spot defects.
Exactly, and AI algorithms can optimize production processes, making them more efficient.
And it can even help with things like HR, right?
Oh yeah, AI can analyze employee feedback to gauge sentiment, identify top performers.
They can even help identify and address pay disparities.
So it's really touching every aspect of the business world.
Okay, so let's zoom in on some specific sectors, starting with higher education, which is particularly relevant given the University 365 perspective.
Right, the report highlights a pretty fundamental shift in universities.
AI is no longer just a subject of study. It's becoming essential infrastructure.
Universities are investing heavily in AI capabilities, and it's transforming how they operate.
So how's it being used in the classroom?
We're seeing personalized AI assistants that can provide tailored support to students.
So like a virtual tutor, basically.
In a way, yes. And there are adaptive learning platforms that adjust to individual learning styles.
So everyone gets a customized learning experience.
Exactly. And there's also a big push towards promoting AI literacy among students.
So they graduate with the skills they need to succeed in an AI-driven world,
It's becoming essential, and behind the scenes, AI is streamlining administrative tasks.
like processing applications, managing finances, things like that.
It's all about making universities more efficient and effective.
Okay, so that's higher education. What about retail?
Retail's undergoing a major transformation too, moving from traditional business intelligence to AI-powered insights.
So instead of just looking at historical data, they're using AI to analyze real-time data
Exactly, so they can get a much deeper understanding of customer behavior.
and personalize the shopping experience, right?
Absolutely, and conversational AI is also playing a big role.
So that's like chatbots and voice assistants that can answer customer questions.
But it goes beyond that. Conversational AI is also allowing non-technical users to access and analyze data.
So it's democratizing data analysis, basically.
Exactly. Anyone can ask questions and get insights from the data, even if they don't know how to code.
And the report mentions this cool tool, Grocer AI, which is helping consumers save money.
Oh yeah, Grocer AI, it analyzes prices, looks for deals, takes into account your dietary needs,
Like having a personal shopping assistant.
and it even helps you find the most environmentally friendly options.
That's awesome. So AI is really benefiting both businesses and consumers in the retail space.
It's a win-win, and then there's financial services and healthcare, two sectors where AI is having a huge impact.
So finance has always been data-driven, right?
Absolutely, and AI is just taking that to the next level.
So how's it being used?
Well, for things like risk assessment, fraud detection, algorithmic trading.
So AI is helping banks make smarter decisions.
And it's also being used to personalize financial advice through robo-advisors and AI-powered chatbots.
So it's making financial services more accessible and affordable,
And then there's healthcare, where AI is showing immense potential.
like in medical diagnostics, right?
AI can analyze medical images with incredible accuracy, often better than humans.
And it's also speeding up drug discovery by sifting through vast data sets of biological information.
And even personalizing treatment plans based on individual patient data.
So AI is really revolutionizing healthcare on multiple levels.
Absolutely. It has the potential to save lives and improve health outcomes for millions of people.
Now, with all this innovation happening, what does the investment landscape look like?
Well, the report says venture capital funding for AI companies is still strong.
So there's a lot of money flowing into the AI space.
But it's becoming more strategic. Investors are being more discerning.
So they're not just chasing the hype, they're looking for companies with solid fundamentals.
Exactly. They want to see a clear path to profitability.
And we're also seeing a resurgence of AI IPOs, right?
Yeah, companies like Databricks and CoreWeave have either gone public or are expected to soon.
Which shows that investors have confidence in the long-term prospects of the AI market.
Absolutely. They see AI as a transformative technology with huge growth potential.
So what does this all mean for the economy and society as a whole?
Well, the potential impact is enormous. The report suggests that AI could add trillions of dollars to the U.S. GDP.
That's a huge number. It shows how much AI could boost economic growth.
And it's also going to change the nature of work, creating new jobs while also displacing others.
So there will be both opportunities and challenges, right?
Absolutely, and it's crucial that we prepare for these changes, invest in retraining programs.
And make sure the benefits of AI are distributed fairly across society.
Right, we need to address issues like regional disparities in AI adoption.
And ensure that AI is developed and used ethically.
There are a lot of important considerations, but the potential benefits are huge.
So in this global AI race, where does the U.S. stand?
Well, according to the report, the U.S. is still in a strong position.
We have a lot of advantages, right?
Yeah, we're leading in AI model development. We have world-class research institutions.
And a huge user base, which is important for data-driven AI systems.
But there's definitely competition. China, in particular, is investing heavily in AI.
And the report mentions this incident with DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company.
Which was blocked by U.S. agencies due to security concerns.
So there are geopolitical dimensions to this as well.
And navigating the regulatory landscape is going to be crucial.
We need to find the right balance between fostering innovation and protecting security and ethics.
It's a complex challenge, but it's one we need to address head-on.
So looking ahead, what does the future hold for AI in the U.S.?
Well, the report highlights a few key things to watch.
Like what?
The development of a national AI action plan, which will lay out the government's strategic priorities.
And the continued rollout of the Stargate project, which will expand AI infrastructure?
And we can expect to see even more advanced AI models emerge, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And new applications, particularly in areas like multimodal systems and lifelong learning AI.
It's going to be an exciting time, full of innovation and destruction.
And in the longer term, the report envisions AI becoming even more integrated into our lives.
We're talking about AI systems that can learn continuously, adapt to new situations.
AI that can co-create with humans, assist us in all sorts of tasks.
It's going to change how we work, how we learn, how we live.
So how can individuals prepare for this AI-driven future?
Well, that's where University 365 comes in. They're specifically designed to help people thrive in this new era,
Their whole approach to education is built around continuous learning and adaptation.
which are essential skills in the age of AI.
The report itself emphasizes the growing demand for AI skills across all industries.
And University 365 is meeting that demand with their innovative programs.
So what makes their approach so different?
Well, they have this unique pedagogy called UOP, which stands for Unique, Novel, Optimized Pedagogy.
So it's not just about teaching facts, it's about teaching people how to learn effectively.
Exactly, and they offer a range of learning formats, including microlearning modules.
Like their 5 MPS, 5 Minutes to Success program, which breaks down complex topics to bite-sized chunks.
And their D2L, Deep Dive to Learn, resources, which are more in-depth explorations like this podcast.
And they have a modular approach to credentials, so you can build your skills gradually.
And their MC-QUAR framework ensures that everything they teach is relevant to the job market.
And it's not just about technical skills, right? They also have this program called University 365 Life Management.
ULM, yeah, it's a holistic approach to personal and professional development.
So it's about helping people manage their lives effectively, set goals, achieve their potential.
And they have this cool tool called EPS, which stands for Life Interests Projects System.
It's like a digital second brain, right?
Exactly. It helps you organize your knowledge, track your progress, stay on top of everything.
And within LPS, they have the CARE framework, which helps you process information and manage tasks.
It's all about being efficient and effective in an age of information overload.
And perhaps most relevant to our topic today, they offer you Copilot, an AI-powered coach and mentor.
Yeah, it's like having a personal AI assistant that can answer your questions and guide you along the way.
So it really seems like University 365 is walking the walk. They're putting their AI expertise into practice.
And helping others do the same.
It's all about empowering individuals to navigate and thrive in this rapidly evolving AI-driven world.
Absolutely, and it's something that everyone should be thinking about.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what are the key takeaways for our listeners?
I think the main takeaway is that AI is here to stay. It's transforming our world at an incredible pace.
The breakthroughs we're seeing, the investments being made, the societal implications, it's all happening very fast.
Staying informed, adapting to these changes, developing the necessary skills, it's not just a good idea, it's essential.
So as you reflect on everything we've discussed today, I want you to consider this.
How will you engage with the AI revolution?
Will you be a passive observer or an active participant?
The choice is yours, but the future belongs to those who embrace change, who learn and adapt.
So take what you've learned today and use it to shape your own future. The possibilities are truly limitless.